Eggs have been a staple in our diets for generations. They're quick, easy to prepare, and packed with high-quality protein and essential vitamins. Whether you like them scrambled, boiled, or fried, there's no denying that eggs are one of the most versatile foods out there. But here's something many people don't realize. If they're not handled correctly, eggs can actually do more harm than good. And for older adults, being mindful of how you prepare and store them is even more important. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 common mistakes people make when handling eggs. Some of these might surprise you, especially if you've never thought about them before. Now, before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? Comment below and share your city. I always enjoy hearing from you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips like these. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. Mistake 1. Overcooking eggs. A lot of people don't realize that cooking eggs at very high temperatures or for too long can actually change their nutritional value, and not in a good way. Overcooking leads to oxidation, which can produce harmful compounds, particularly oxidized cholesterol. This type of cholesterol has been linked to inflammation and an increased risk of heart disease, something that becomes more concerning as we get older. Have you ever noticed that when you boil eggs for too long, the yolk turns a strange greenish-gray color? That happens because the sulfur in the egg whites reacts with the iron in the yolk, forming iron sulfide. While this doesn't make the egg toxic, it's a clear sign that the egg has been overcooked and that some of its nutrients have been damaged in the process. The same thing happens when you fry eggs at high temperatures until the edges turn brown and crispy. It might taste good, but it's not doing your body any favors. So what's the best way to cook eggs? Low and slow. Instead of frying them at high heat, try soft scrambling, poaching, or lightly boiling them. These methods help retain their vitamins and antioxidants, like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are great for brain and eye health. And if you love fried eggs, just keep the heat lower and avoid overbrowning. Small adjustments like this can make a big difference in making sure you're getting the full benefits of your eggs. Mistake 2. Eating raw or undercooked eggs. Some people believe that eating raw or undercooked eggs is the best way to get all the nutrients they have to offer. You might have seen fitness enthusiasts adding raw eggs to their smoothies or people enjoying runny yolks in their breakfast. But what they don't always realize is that consuming eggs this way comes with serious health risks, especially for older adults. One of the biggest dangers of eating raw or undercooked eggs is salmonella, a bacteria that can cause severe food poisoning. For younger people, it might just mean a few days of stomach trouble. But for seniors, whose immune systems aren't as strong as they used to be, a salmonella infection can be far more dangerous. It can lead to dehydration, hospitalization, and in some cases, even life-threatening complications. Symptoms like stomach cramps, fever, and diarrhea can be much harder to recover from as we age. But salmonella isn't the only concern. Raw eggs also contain a protein called avidin, which binds to biotin, a crucial B vitamin that helps with metabolism, nerve function, and even healthy skin and hair. When eggs are eaten raw, avidin prevents your body from absorbing biotin properly, which over time could lead to deficiencies. Cooking the egg deactivates this compound, allowing you to absorb all the beneficial nutrients without any drawbacks. So, what's the safest way to enjoy eggs? Always make sure they're fully cooked. Scrambled, hard-boiled, or poached eggs where the whites and yolks are firm are all great options. If you love runny yolks, you can use pasteurized eggs, which have been treated to kill bacteria while keeping the texture intact. But overall, cooking your eggs properly is the best way to protect your health and get all the nutrition they have to offer. Mistake 3. Improperly storing cooked eggs. Most people are careful about storing raw eggs, but what about cooked ones? Many don't realize that how you store your eggs after cooking can make the difference between a safe meal and a potential health risk. If eggs are left out too long or stored incorrectly, they can quickly become a breeding ground for bacteria, which can cause food poisoning, something that's especially dangerous for older adults. Bacteria grow the fastest in what's known as the danger zone, between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That means if you leave cooked eggs sitting at room temperature for too long, harmful bacteria like Salmonella, Listeria, and E. coli can start multiplying within just a few hours. If you've ever made scrambled eggs, left them on the counter, and come back later to eat them, you may have unknowingly put yourself at risk. To keep cooked eggs safe, Follow these simple rules. Refrigerate cooked eggs within 2 hours. Don't leave them sitting out. Use airtight containers to prevent bacteria from growing and to keep eggs fresh. Eat scrambled or fried eggs within 3 to 4 days, and hard-boiled eggs within a week. Reheat properly. Microwaving eggs can make them rubbery, so instead, warm them on the stove with a splash of water or broth to keep them from drying out. Another mistake people make is placing cooked eggs near raw meat or unwashed vegetables. Cross-contamination can spread bacteria to your food, even if your eggs were cooked properly. Keeping your food stored separately and using clean utensils can make a huge difference in staying safe. Eggs are a nutritious part of your diet, but only if they're handled properly. With just a few small changes in how you store and reheat them, you can avoid foodborne illnesses and enjoy your meals with peace of mind. Mistake 4. Using expired or cracked eggs. You open the fridge, grab an egg, and crack it into the pan, just like you've done for years. But have you ever stopped to check if that egg is actually fresh? Many people rely on the expiration date printed on the carton, but eggs can sometimes spoil before that date or even last a little longer, depending on how they've been stored. And if an egg has even a small crack in the shell, it could be hiding harmful bacteria that can make you sick. For older adults, food poisoning from bad eggs can be more severe. As we age, our immune systems weaken, making it harder to fight off infections. That means a simple case of foodborne illness that might just be an inconvenience for a younger person can quickly turn into dehydration, weakness, and hospitalization for a senior. So, how can you tell if an egg is still good? There's a simple trick, the water test. Fill a bowl with cold water and gently place the egg inside. If it sinks and lays flat, it's fresh. If it stands upright, it's still safe but should be used soon. If it floats, it's spoiled and should be thrown out immediately. Another thing to watch for is cracked eggs. Even a tiny crack in the shell can allow bacteria to sneak inside, especially if the egg has been sitting in the fridge for a while. If you find a cracked egg in your carton, it's safest to toss it rather than take the risk. And here's an important storage tip. Always keep eggs in the coldest part of the fridge, not in the door. The temperature in the fridge door fluctuates every time it's opened, which can cause eggs to spoil faster. Instead, store them in the back of the fridge where the temperature stays more consistent. Mistake 5. Cooking eggs with unhealthy oils. Eggs are one of the healthiest foods you can eat, but how you cook them makes all the difference. Many people unknowingly ruin the benefits of eggs by using the wrong kind of cooking oil, turning a nutritious meal into something that contributes to inflammation, heart disease, and digestive issues. A lot of us grew up using vegetable oil, margarine, or other highly processed oils for frying eggs. They were advertised as heart-healthy alternatives to butter, but in reality, these oils can do more harm than good. When heated, processed oils like soybean, corn, canola, and sunflower oil break down and produce harmful compounds called trans fats and oxidized lipids. These have been directly linked to chronic inflammation, artery damage, and even memory decline in older adults. So what's the best oil to cook eggs with? Butter or ghee? Natural, stable, and packed with flavor. Great for low to medium heat cooking. Extra virgin olive oil, a heart-healthy option rich in antioxidants. Works best for gentle cooking. Avocado oil has a high smoke point, making it great for frying eggs without breaking down into harmful compounds. Coconut oil, a good option if you like a slightly sweet flavor in your eggs. One big mistake people make is cooking eggs at very high temperatures. Even if you use a good oil, overheating can damage the fats in the oil and cause oxidation. This is why fried eggs with crispy, brown edges aren't as healthy as you might think. To keep your eggs nutritious, cook them on low to medium heat and avoid overbrowning. By making this small change, you can turn your eggs back into the superfood they're meant to be without adding unnecessary health risks. Now that we've covered these 5 common mistakes, take a moment to think about how you've been cooking and storing your eggs. Maybe you've been overcooking them, using unhealthy oils, or not checking for cracks. The good news is, all of these mistakes are easy to fix. If you want to get the full benefits of eggs without the hidden risks, just remember, cook them on low heat to preserve nutrients. Always fully cook your eggs to avoid bacteria. Store them properly to keep them fresh and safe. Check for cracks or spoilage before using. Use healthy fats like butter, olive oil, or avocado oil instead of processed oils. These small changes can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Better digestion, more energy, and a reduced risk of inflammation, all just from preparing your eggs the right way. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Did any of these mistakes surprise you? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.